And now from trade to defense, Spain has shelved plans to purchase the U.S.-made F-35 fighter jets indefinitely.
The White House says that the U.S. is sending 10 F-35 fighter jets to Puerto Rico as part of an effort to combat drug cartels.
Switching gears for now, Britain's Royal Air Force is facing sharp scrutiny as a new report has now put focus on the effectiveness and the future of its F-35 fighter jet.
No one expected tonight's headline. Not in Ottawa, not in Washington, and certainly not inside NATO's guarded conference rooms. What began as an ordinary week in global defense politics has exploded into one of the most surprising military disruptions North America has seen in decades. And it all started with a quiet, almost unassuming press event in Stockholm. One that would pull Canada, the United States, and NATO into a storm none of them were prepared for. Sweden, a nation known more for diplomacy than confrontation, stepped onto the world stage with an offer that stunned the defense world. We are prepared to supply Canada with 88 Gripen E fighters, complete technology transfer, domestic assembly rights, and an enhanced Rolls-Royce propulsion system. The statement lasted less than a minute. The shockwaves are still spreading. This wasn't just a sales pitch. This was a challenge, direct, strategic, and unmistakable. A message aimed not only at Canada, but at the United States, at NATO, and at the very structure of Western air dominance. And in the hours that followed, phones rang non-stop in Washington, generals exchanged frantic messages, and analysts across Europe realized the same thing at the same time. If Canada accepts this offer, everything changes. For decades, the United States has quietly held a monopoly over advanced Western fighter aircraft. If an ally wanted top-tier jets, they bought American. The F-35 program was supposed to cement that dominance for the next half-century. But tonight, for the first time, that grip is slipping. And the pressure began building the moment this offer landed on Canada's desk. Canada's aging CF-18S have been stretched past their limits, holding the line in missions they were never meant to fly this long. Ottawa has spent years delaying, debating, and restarting its fighter replacement program. Every proposed solution came with problems: ballooning costs, political backlash, supply chain headaches, and in the case of the F-35, heavy dependency on U.S. approval for nearly every upgrade, mission configuration, and weapons integration. Enter Sweden, calm, precise, and unapologetically bold. The Gripen E wasn't designed to obey American rules. It wasn't built to ask permission. It was built for sovereignty, cheap to run, quick to maintain, fully customizable, and engineered for the harshest environments on Earth. In many ways, it fits Canada better than any fighter the country has ever operated, and Sweden knows it. And that's exactly what unsettled the Pentagon. Behind closed doors, U.S. officials have spent years assuming Canada would eventually fall into line with the F-35 program, just as many other partners have. But Sweden's proposal flips the script. If Canada chooses Gripen, it becomes the first NORAD nation to break from U.S. aircraft dependency. That possibility cut through Washington like a knife. What makes this so explosive isn't just the fighter itself, it's what comes with it. Sweden offered Canada something America rarely does. The keys, the toolbox, and the blueprint full technology transfer means Canadian aerospace firms could build, modify, upgrade, and repair the jets completely at home. No external approval, no locked software, no waiting for the Pentagon. For Canada, this isn't just a purchase. It's a potential rebirth of its aviation industry. For U.S. defense planners, it's a nightmare, because a self-reliant Canada and a powerful Scandinavian partner behind it means Washington loses its tight control over North American air defense architecture. And if Canada gains independence, other nations may follow. Poland, Finland, and Australia have already praised the Gripen E as one of the smartest jets in its class. They're watching closely. The Gripen E itself is not the underdog many assume it to be. It may not have the F-35's fifth-generation title, but in many mission types, it outperforms heavier jets built for different wars and different decades. It carries one of Europe's most advanced AESA radars, capable of tracking stealth aircraft. Its electronic warfare system is so sophisticated that analysts argue it punches far above its weight in contested airspace. Its modular design lets nations integrate whichever missiles and avionics they choose, something the U.S. almost never allows. And at the center of the offer is its upgraded Rolls-Royce enhanced engine. Engineers on both sides of the Atlantic collaborated to deliver greater thrust, better low-altitude attack performance, and stronger Arctic capability. For Canada's vast and unforgiving northern region, this isn't just useful, it's essential. Where the F-35 demands complexity, the Gripen thrives on simplicity. A small team can refuel it, rearm it, run diagnostics, and launch it again in minutes. That difference alone has raised eyebrows everywhere from NATO defense meetings to strategic think tanks. The question now circulating in Washington is simple. What happens to American influence if allies realize they no longer need American jets to defend themselves? The tension sharpened the moment the offer hit Ottawa. Politicians were split, military planners were intrigued, and lobbyists began working overtime. U.S. defense contractors activated their networks instantly, reminding Canadian officials about interoperability concerns and strategic dependencies, phrases long used to discourage partners from choosing anything outside U.S. systems. But Sweden didn't care, and for the first time, Canada didn't seem afraid to question the old assumptions. What caught many off guard was the international reaction. Across Europe, analysts welcomed the offer as a step toward diversifying NATO's supply chains, something urgently needed after years of over-reliance on American systems. In Asia, defense commentators suggested that Sweden's bold move could inspire countries frustrated with U.S. export restrictions. Even inside Washington, some quiet voices admitted what few dare say publicly. The U.S. may have underestimated Sweden's rising influence. What makes the timing even more significant is the shifting landscape of global warfare. Modern air combat isn't just about stealth coatings or heavy airframes. It's about agility, modularity, data networks, and the ability to integrate AI and drones seamlessly. The Gripen E wasn't built to dominate through size or cost. It was built to outthink, outmaneuver, and adapt faster than its rivals. And that's where Canada finds itself now, caught between the familiar safety of American hardware and the tempting possibility of genuine independence. If Canada accepts Sweden's offer, it will reshape its air force for a generation. It will gain control over its own aerospace development, it will reduce reliance on U.S. supply lines, and it may inspire other countries to break free from the Pentagon's orbit. If Canada refuses, it signals that American influence still overrides economic logic, operational flexibility, and national sovereignty. That choice, simple on the surface, now carries consequences that stretch across continents. Tonight, Canada stands at a crossroads. One path leads toward deeper integration with the U.S., with all the political and operational strings that come with it. The other leads toward sovereignty, partnership, and a new model of defense cooperation, one built not on dependency, but on shared innovation. And as Washington watches closely, Sweden waits quietly, confident in the jet it built and the message it sent. The future of North American air defense may not be decided in the Pentagon or in NATO headquarters. It may be decided in the cold northern skies above Canada, flown by the aircraft Canada chooses now. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to subscribe. More deep dive reports on military technology, global strategy, and shifting geopolitical power are coming soon.